citizens, seekers of truth, and the true owners of this ancestral homeland, today at the dawn of 2026, we find ourselves at a critical crossroads. This is not merely a simple transition of power, but one of the most complex and deceptive political surgeries in Iran's modern history. The layers of deception are peeling away, revealing the ugly face of a shameful triple alliance. The ruling regime, the Mojahedin-e Khalq, and Reza Pahlavi have entered a hidden strategic convergence, betting their survival on once again manipulating the Iranian nation. In this terror, Reza Pahlavi plays the role of a political clown and a marionette. He has been thrust onto the stage under the Pahlavi name to incite hollow nostalgia and distract the aware public from the primary demand, the reclamation of national wealth. It is telling that not even his closest supporters know his true beliefs or values, for he fundamentally holds no conviction other than remaining in the media spotlight and serving the interests of his foreign masters. He is a pawn with neither an honorable past nor a bright future, an attempt to return to a form of tyranny that the nation rejected decades ago. The Erfan Kihani Halge Association of Oldenburg, Germany, sternly warns that this alliance is nothing more than a change of the guards of plunder. They seek to change the storefront while the warehouse of national wealth remains in the hands of thieves. None of these factions, each having played a role in the destruction of Iran over the past decades, possess the moral or political legitimacy to speak of our future. They are accomplices in crime, appearing today as saviors.
Let us examine one of the darkest dimensions of this alliance, which few dare to mention. A group like the MEK is fundamentally intertwined with superstition and the numbing of minds. They dread public awareness and the nation's familiarity with truth and light. Why? Because their entire financial and organizational structure is built upon the ignorance of the masses. For the MEK, shrines, imamzadehs are not just religious sites. They view these places as massive revenue streams, infinite ATM machines, fed by the simplicity, cultural poverty, and superstitions of the people. They consciously oppose spiritual awakening and true mysticism because awareness dismantles superstition. Once superstition is gone, their multi-billion-dollar income from offerings, fabricated endowments, and the trade of sorrow will dry up. They seek to rule over enslaved minds and trembling hearts, to plunder national resources under the guise of false sanctity and cultism. For them, an ideal Iran is one where they can expand their shop of shrine building in every corner. This is a group that dips its bread in the blood of the people's ignorance and sees its survival in the continuation of darkness. They fear the light of truth because in the light the true nature of their business is exposed.
Over this sinister triangle stands a regime that, for decades, has brought nothing but systematic murder, torture, executions, and plunder to the soil of Iran. They claim to represent religion and God on earth, yet their dark actions prove they are more irreligious than any infidel, and further from human values than any unbeliever. In what Sharia, in what divine creed, or in what moral framework is it permitted to loot a nation's wealth and slaughter its youth in the name of seeking justice? The oppression this regime has inflicted upon Iran in the name of God fits into no authentic religious framework. Therefore, we categorically declare that they are not only non-believers but fundamentally irreligious and the primary enemies of Iran and Iranians. Anyone who shows no mercy to their own fellow citizen Anyone who sells the environment, the economy, and the future of a land for a pittance has no bond with this soil. They are merely occupiers who speak our language but treat us with the logic of the sword, the prison, and the loot. The true enemy is this autocracy that has broken every human sanctity behind a mask of religion.
The greatest sedition they have designed for 2026 is the Quran burning scenario, a plot orchestrated by foreign think tanks like the US and Israel to bring the national will to its knees. They intend to provoke religious sentiments and bring armed clerics into the streets to face defenseless people. This is a precise historical reconstruction of the Quran on spears tactic used to slaughter the truth and preserve power. Their goal is to pit brother against brother, so that the trail of the plunderers and the pure blood of our 55,000 martyrs are lost in the fog of religious hatred. Furthermore, reaching out to foreign powers for salvation is an unforgivable betrayal. Reaching for help from the US, Israel, or any foreign entity is a disgrace to the ideal of independence. The instinct of the foreigner is never to help. Their instinct is to plunder minerals, swallow oil and gas, and enslave our human capital. Anyone who kisses the hand of the foreigner to sit on the throne of power has sold the motherland before arriving. We, the Mojahedin-e Khalq Association of Oldenburg, Germany, shout, freedom that comes through foreign maps and warships will only be a new and more complex form of captivity.
Why do these three pillars of plunder tremble at your awareness and unity? Because their eternal nightmare is the awakening of the true homeowner. Iran's immense wealth, from its underground resources to the brilliant talent of its youth, is not the inheritance of Reza Pahlavi, nor the private business of the Mecca, nor the war spoils of an irreligious regime. This wealth belongs to the nation and must return to every Iranian household to uproot poverty and discrimination. We will not allow our Iran to once again become a lair for jackals or a toy for foreigners. We stand until our last breath to reclaim this ancestral home from the predators whose venomous sting has remained on this nation for decades. Our awareness is our greatest weapon, and our independence is our highest credit. The time has come to cry out, Iran belongs to the people, and no power is higher than the will of an aware nation. With most respect, Mojahedin-e Khalq Association of Oldenburg, Germany. Long live Iran, resolute be the free will of Iranians. Fourier.